Welcome to this introduction on hyperbolic functions. You have probably heard of sine, cosine, and tangent in standard trigonometry. Today, we are going to look at their hyperbolic cousins, pronounced sinh, cosh, and tanh. These functions are fundamental in calculus and physics, appearing in everything from hanging cables to special relativity. To understand these new functions, we have to look at the geometry. Standard trigonometry is often called circular trigonometry because it defines points on a unit circle. Hyperbolic functions, as the name suggests, define points on a hyperbola. Instead of measuring an angle of rotation, they measure the area subtended by a ray from the origin, but the algebraic properties remain surprisingly similar. Let's compare them side by side. On the left, we have the unit circle with the equation x² plus y² equals 1. Any point on this circle is defined by cosine t and sine t. On the right, we have the unit hyperbola with the equation x² minus y² equals 1. The points on this curve are defined by the hyperbolic cosine and hyperbolic sine. Notice the sign difference in the equation, plus for the circle, minus for the hyperbola. Let's define the first function, hyperbolic sine, often written as sin(h) and pronounced sinh or shine. It is defined using the exponential function e to the power of x minus e to the power of negative x, all divided by 2. The graph passes through the origin and grows rapidly in both positive and negative directions. Just like the standard sine function, it is an odd function, meaning it has rotational symmetry about the origin. Next is hyperbolic cosine, written as cosh and pronounced cosh. Its definition is very similar to sinh, but with a plus sign, e to the x plus e to the negative x divided by 2. This is an even function, symmetric about the y-axis, just like a parabola, though it is not a parabola. Notice that the minimum value is 1, it never goes below 1. The third major function is hyperbolic tangent, or tanh. Just like standard tangent is sine over cosine, hyperbolic tangent is sinh over cosh. The graph is very interesting. It is trapped between -1 and +1. As x gets very large, the function gets closer and closer to 1, but never quite touches it. One of the most useful things to remember is the fundamental identity. In standard trigonometry, we know that cosine squared plus sine squared equals 1. In hyperbolic geometry, the sign flips. We have cosh² minus sinh² equals 1. This is a specific case of Osborn's rule, which says that whenever you see a product of two signs in an identity, you swap the sign to get the hyperbolic version. You might wonder where we use this in real life. The most famous application is the Catenary curve. When a cable or chain hangs freely between 2 points under its own weight, it does not form a parabola. It forms a shape defined by the hyperbolic cosine function. Architects and engineers use this to design self-supporting arches and suspension bridges. Just as we have inverse trig functions, we have inverse hyperbolic functions, area sinh, area cosh, and area tanh. A fascinating property is that because the original functions are based on exponentials, their inverses can be expressed using natural logarithms. This makes calculating them very easy if you have a calculator with a natural log button. To wrap up, remember that hyperbolic functions are the analogs of trigonometric functions for the hyperbola. They are defined using exponentials, and they obey identities very similar to standard trig identities, often just with a sign change. Whether you are studying calculus, engineering, or physics, you will see these functions pop up again and again. Thanks for watching.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.